You know, there are two things that are important for a trader. To be profitable as a trader, you got to be able to identify the times to enter into a trade. And then you got to, at the same time, be able to identify when to exit your trades. Both of them are as important as the other. Now, what I want to share today, basically strategies that I use every day. This morning, I was putting on some trades, and of course, you gotta be able to put on a trade. And they like to say that the making of a trade is on the entry of the trade, but equally, you want to know when to exit a trade. Okay, if you're trading without the 20 EMA on your charts, from today on, make sure you have that 20 EMA on. Check on my channel. I have a video on how to use these moving averages. The 20-day moving average is so critical, both for traders who scalp and for traders who are in it for the long haul. I'm going to pull up a chart. Okay, so just to indicate this a little better. Okay, so my yellow line is my 20-day moving average. And this must always be on your chart. Now, different traders play it different ways. And when I'm trading, I will have different moving averages on my chart. But I will make sure I always have this yellow one, which is the 20-day. The blue one is the 10-day moving average. And we're talking about when to exit a trade. You exit a trade because you already see some gains. And as you all know, you can have some beautiful gains, but you can blink and literally your gains disappear. You can start a trade and everything's looking great and you're up 5%, 10%, 20%. And in a blink, you can be down 15%. So that would end up being a losing trade. What you want to keep your eye on is this 20-day moving average. Now I'm going to show you this point. Okay, right where we have that rectangle, forgive me. You can see that price action dropped below the 20-day moving average. It so happened to drop below the 20-day and the 10-day moving average. So when price action drops below two moving averages, clear out of that trade, exit. It's over at that point. If it drops below one moving average and you still have another moving average beneath it, maybe there's a chance of a rebound. But right in this rectangle, at this point where this, let's tighten it. Price dropped with this candle, this long red candle out of the trade. Now this, of course, is if you're in a long position. Bear in mind, if you're in a long position and you exit the trade, it's not always a good thing to enter into a short position, but for people who like to trade, like I trade futures as well. I recently kind of picked up my futures trading because of the state of the market. You all know the way the cryptocurrency market is in. When price is going down, you can't make money all the time, but if you pay attention to the 20-day, the yellow, once price action drops below the yellow moving average, but most importantly, when price action closes, a candlestick must close. So I wouldn't get into this trade until I see this full candlestick, a complete close on this candlestick. Very important. So that's the very first thing. You need a drop below the 20 EMA to exit a long position and possibly enter into a short position. The second thing is a drop. Oh, I like this one. A drop below a double top. So this is, I'm on a 50-minute time frame. And on this 15-minute time frame, I'm going to attempt to draw what I can see looks like a double M. Okay, here goes. We go up, we come down, we go up, we come down. Now that's very shaky and wobbly intentionally because I can't draw a straight line, so I make those lines. But you can see, guys, this is what we call a double top. It's a double top because if we draw a price level, this blue price level, price action tried to break above the blue price level. It could not make it, and it comes down. It goes back up to retest it. Now, when it goes back up to retest this price level, this would be a perfect like a continuation breakout if it had broken above it. But no, it breaks down again. So that tells us that this blue level is a very strong level. At that level, there are sellers, there are selling bots just waiting. As soon as price action comes to it, sell, 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 pushes the price down again. So this would be the worst time possible to enter into a trade. Never enter into a long position at a line of resistance. Resistance is this blue line here at the top here, because this blue line is resisting price action breaking above it. So we are not going to go into a trade at this point. You go into a trade and you're going to see this downward action. Now we want to exit a trade. Let's say we've entered this trade, I don't know, 2-3 days ago, and then we see this M shape. At this point, if price action breaks down below it, comme ça, if price action breaks below the M, it's time to exit your long position, and it could be a possible entry into a short position. Now, short positions are such that you make money as the price drops. So that's the second thing you want to be looking out for whenever you want to exit your trade. Now, you could have a profitable trade and you exit when you see these two indicators. So you're exiting and you're, with your profits. You could equally exit a trade if you're already in a losing position. And at this point, guys, you want to exit before you increase your losses. And that's why never trade without the 20-day moving average or a couple of moving averages on your charts. Of course, you got to learn how to use them. So I guess I'm giving you work to do over this coming week. Learn how to use your moving averages. Let them work in your favor. The next thing, this is a big one, a death cross. Death cross sounds as bad as it is. The opposite of a death cross is the golden cross, which sounds as good as it is. So you want to exit a trade on a death cross. When you see a death cross on a small time frame, the 1 minute, the 2 minute, the 5 minute, it may not be such a big deal. When you see a death cross, guys, on a weekly, a daily, an hourly, game over. Like, price action is going down over the next so many days or the next so many hours, depending on which time frame you're actually looking at. I'm going to identify that all important death cross again. So let's go back again to this same chart. Death cross. And I see two beautiful crosses right here. Here's the first one. And all you need to see is just look at how price just dumps. A death cross occurs when a smaller time frame, in this case the blue, crosses below the larger time frame, which in this case is the yellow. There is a cross below, price action is heading down. The minute you see this death cross, now I'm on a 15-minute time frame right now. So that means by the time you see a death cross on the 15-minute time frame, there has already been a death cross on the smaller time frames, the 5 minute, the 1 minute. But whenever I'm trading and whenever I see a cross of any type on the 15-minute, my game is over. Not for my long-term investments, mind you, because I'm in those for the long term. So just a portion of my investment portfolio is what I trade with. And I hope that's the same with you. If you have $1,000, you don't want to be trading with your whole $1,000. If you have $1,000, you want to be trading with 20% of that or less. And the last point, you know, I needed to mention this because I only wanted to talk about 3 points. And then I remember that, you know what, all these points are made up of this lower low. So I figured I need to mention the lower low. Anytime you see a lower low, so all that is referring to again is, let's go back into the same chart. We're looking for lower lows. And right here, I have this blue price level again. So I've written here a lower low. So I already identified a lower low. So from over this huge green candle, we see price action broke above the blue level that I'm calling this lower low. It breaks up, it comes back down, retests the same price level. And this price level is strong enough to push price action back up. And we see, whoops, up it goes. Great. Now, price action is coming back. Okay. And as it's coming back, yes, we have this death cross. And assuming you're still not, you still haven't exited this trade for whatever reason, you're still in profit and you want to just stay in it, or you're a long-term investor. It could be so many reasons why you don't exit on a death cross on any time frame. But when you come down to this point, back, price action comes back to the same level that it broke out above. So this is, looks like 3 hours prior. So it comes back to retest this level. So what you're looking for as a trader, you're looking to see, is price action going to bounce off this level and go back up, which it can do, or is it going to break down the level? Now we see it broke down. So at this point, I'm going to draw another price level. So price comes down below the blue price level with this big red candlestick. And we have 1, 2, 3. So 3 candlesticks where price does not break below the price level. On the 4th candlestick, this long one, price breaks below. And right there, we have a lower low. I'm going to show you that lower low with this trend. Where's my trend indicator? Here it is. This would be your lower low from here to there. There you go. Let's draw that out. Okay, so now we have this trend line and price action has broken with this candlestick. I got a lot of markings going on here with this candlestick. This is the one. There's the bad guy. Price action has broken below the green level. It's created a lower low. You want to be out of the trade. And that is it, folks. That is it. 4 reasons why you want to be out of your trades whenever you see these 4 telltale signs. Now there are more, but I just wanted to home in on these ones because these are some of the ones that I look out for from day to day when I'm trading. Well, that's all, folks. I hope you've learned something from this video. And if you have, the only thing I ask is that you hit that like button, comment below, because I do use your comments to better inform me of what other content to create. Share with your friends and family. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, but most importantly, don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you get my videos as soon as I upload them. And I'll meet you in the next video.